And we are live. Happy Friday, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is well. And we are going towards finishing our 21 days jumpstart. Super successful. Seeing a lot of guys and girls who are making really big progress, and we have really nice enrollment in the next group in November. So if you would like to be there, don't miss it. We finish the sign up by Sunday, and you can check out the sign up URL at the bottom of this video. But today I wanted to talk about a couple of things, and it keeps on coming up. And so let's talk about those two things. And I know subject might be touchy. So first thing, let's talk about net carb, what it is. What is real sugar, what is not from our point of view. And then there's bowel movement. There's a second topic, which is very important, and it keeps coming up with every single client, every single person in the group when they join the program. So let's talk about this. And okay, let me mute my phone. Cool. So what is net carb, right? And Elena, if you watch that, it will pertain to your question earlier. What's going on, right? So you are picking up something, you're looking at the nutrition label, and it says, let's say 20 grams carbohydrate, 0 gram sugar. And what do you think? Oh, this is awesome. I can have that. It has no sugar. But guess what? That's not true at all. And this is why, right? Carbohydrate is something that is potentially going to turn into glucose the moment you digest it. Now, and it's true for any type of carbohydrate except of fiber and except of sugar alcohols. What is fiber? Fiber is anything that comes from plant, and it typically will be mentioned on a nutrition label, right? For example, if you look at the apple, it has, let's say, 23 grams of carbohydrate and 1 gram of fiber. So that means that apple has 21 to 22 grams of carbohydrate. You simply subtract fiber from the carbohydrate. So if anything has on the nutrition label amount of carb and there's no fiber or very little fiber, the rest is sugar. In rare cases, and you can see it with different ketogenic things like all those keto things, you will see net carb or you will see sugar alcohols. Sugar alcohols are stevia, monk fruit, things like that, that have no any nutritional value, any caloric value, and they do not, they're not supposed to cause any insulin or glucose spike, and in most people they don't. And this is why, for the most part, it is safe to consume. All right. So, but if you pick up anything else that says no sugar but a lot of carb, be sure that that's all sugar. If you look at the pasta, if you look at the bread, if you look at many things, they have 0 sugar. That only means that there's no added sugar. All right. But the rest is, be sure, will turn into glucose the moment you digest it. So again, if you eat anything that doesn't have fiber and has carbohydrate, it's all sugar. Don't eat it. Not safe for you if you are trying to follow low carb ketogenic diet. Now, let's talk about another issue, and that's bowel movement, and it keeps coming, right? So you are on a low carb diet or on ketogenic diet for a couple of days, for a week, for 2 weeks, and you notice that, well, you don't have bowel movement as often as before. And then you ask a question, oh, what's going on? And I probably have constipation. What do I do? All right, so in those cases, and when people approach me on a daily basis, first thing I ask them, do you feel constipated? Or maybe you just don't go as much. And 9 out of 10 will answer, well, I don't go as much, but that's not normal. And here's the answer. When you work with me, the amount of nutrients that I prescribe to you is based on your body composition. And that means that everything that you eat, except of very negligible, amount of that, will not turn into waste. Think about that as this. Let's say you had a huge party and now your trash cans are full, and instead of your weekly 1 trash can, you drag into the curb 4, right? If you have 4 or 3 or whatever, or you need to drag multiple trash cans. Versus when you are on vacation and your trash can is empty, you come back, and when garbage truck comes, you don't even drag your trash can to the curb because there's nothing to dump, right? So think about eating correctly as not having as much of need in the garbage truck. If you don't eat garbage, you don't have a lot of waste. And what's going on then? Then you don't need to excrete it, right? You have certain amount on you, and it's not, as long as you don't reach the threshold, you don't need to get rid of it. Meaning you eat a lot of nutrients that are good for you. You don't overeat, and then you're using most of those nutrients yourself, so you don't need to dump them. Versus when you eat a lot of carbohydrate that is rich in fiber that you need to dump, or you eat in excess and then your body cannot absorb everything, then you have a lot of waste, and then this is where you need to dump that. So please do not be worried when you are on ketogenic diet, low carb diet. You're not overeating for sure. You know that you're eating your deficit calories, and you don't go as often because now you don't have that much garbage. No garbage in, no garbage out. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes some kind of order in your mind and answers questions that are relevant to that. Please feel free to ask any follow-up questions. I saw multiple people joining in, leaving. And so if you're interested, come back, rewatch the video. I hope that will be useful for you. And don't forget to sign up for our November program because it's going to be awesome. And we're also going to take care of sleep management for these who don't sleep well. Thank you so much, guys. Happy Halloween. Have a great weekend. Peace.